First 1 million, I was a little bit blown away because I was like, wait, this is me. But then I was like, dang, this is me. So it kind of gave me a lot of confidence. Again, a lot of confidence off of that. I was ready for that 10 million. You're watching Behind the Beat with Beazie Beats. We're gonna be going over Orale by YBE today, a track that just hit 10 million views.
I pull up to the scene like Orale, chasing $1 million dreams like Orale. I'm getting to the money, homie, Orale. All my people in the street be like Orale. I pull a
Honestly, I didn't even plan on being a producer. Started off playing in bands and stuff like that. And over the years, I kind of realized that I couldn't really depend on people. People would flake, people would not show up to practice. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm playing these gigs and people aren't showing up. Things aren't happening. And I'm trying to make it work. But that's when I found the production. I realized that I could actually do it all by myself. And once I realized that, oh, it was over. It was totally over after that. I've been making beats for about 15 years now. Started off in my parents' bedroom, moved to my sister's house, had a studio up there. Then I finally got my own place and had my own studio. After that, I realized I needed to level up and went to school, kept bettering myself, and then finally got the real studio, Roof Studio.
I'm really from the bottom. I hustle like I'm broke, they know I do it for the dollars. I pull up to the scene like Orale, chasing $1 million dreams like Orale.
My first major placement was about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, with my boy FKM. Shout out to him. He definitely put me on and made that shit happen. Was the first big record that got noticed by a lot of people out there and started kind of putting my name out there and building me some cred. I linked up with YBE through my cousin. Shout out to Mr. Savage. That guy definitely plugged me hard. He plugged me with YBE about 1 year or so ago. And we were, you know, texting back and forth, send me a beat pack kind of stuff. All of a sudden he hit me back like, hey, I'm kind of feeling these ones. Let me know what's good. We worked it out and boom, that's how it happened. All right, everybody, I'm gonna show you how I made Orale for YBE. Check it out. All right, so the first instrument that I started off with was this rhythm guitar in Omnisphere. Super simple. I just did a basic little pattern, and yeah, threw some EQ and some reverb on it. It sounded like this. Super simple guitar, nothing crazy. All right, second instrument that I did was a bell synth, and anybody that knows Omnisphere knows that their bells are fire. Bells are fire in Omnisphere. Add a little bit of EQ, through some reverb and some ping pong. And honestly, I think that this sound is probably the sound that made the beat. It just has that driving sound. Watch, here you go. And again, super simple. The notes were super simple, nothing crazy. Just follow the pattern. Boom, super simple. That was the second sound that I added to that. Next sound. Third sound was a lead. I was like, we need a little bit of a lead in it. Nothing crazy, but something just to kind of keep moving it forward. So I added this other lead, again in Omnisphere. Didn't even really do too much to it, to be honest. I just threw a little EQ on it. It already had effects on it and everything. It sounded like this. Super simple, like a whistle lead, you know? Very, very simple. Nothing crazy. So then once I had that, I was like, okay, dope. I got a solid foundation now. And now I'm gonna add some bass, of course, you know? So then I pulled up this bass. I made this bass in the Reactor a while back. It's kind of like a, just like a funk kind of bass. But this was the bass line that, you know, kept it driving. Super, just simple. Basic EQ on it. Nothing crazy. Again, I used a Reactor for that. Reactor 5, pretty dope. Has that super dope sounding bass. And then after that, basically just threw the notes on that 808. Same kind of notes, and then pitched them up and down. And I came up with this crazy bass line. It's just knocking 808, knocking. Boom, super knocking. It just worked out perfectly. It just sat in there like boom, boom. So I'm gonna play you guys all this together. So this is the synths and the bass all by itself. Boom, and that was already, I was like, damn, this is driving, this is popping right here. So once I did that, then I added the bass in, the 808, I was like, dang, okay, cool, I need to add the drums now, get the drums cracking. Usually I'll throw the clap in first, basic clap, nothing crazy, 2 and 4, threw it on there. Then I threw the kick on there, again, nothing crazy, just a basic little driving kick on the 1, and then on the 2, and then on 3, 4, and then some in-betweeners. Nothing crazy, super basic. But that's the best stuff, is super basic and clean. The third thing I added from the drums would have been the hi-hats, and these hi-hats really kept it flowing. So if you listen to the hi-hats, those little rolls and stuff like that, they just give it that driving feeling. Kind of just never ending, just keep on going up. Added a little open hat with some percussions in the background, so you can barely hear the open hat. Just, you know, on all the hits and stuff like that. Added this crash on the ones. Super simple. Hit a little triangle in between here and there. And a lot of these you can barely hear. They're not even like the main parts of the beat, but all these little things make a big difference. They fill out the beat and kind of make it full. Added a little shaker in between there too. Kind of filled it out even more so. It's like the subtlest things are the things that fill out these beats a lot, especially like West Coast beats. There's like all these different textures that you add in to just make it what they are. Next thing I added was my signature little bell, my signature little cowbell. This thing, honestly, been using this forever, so boom, yo. Love that. Super simple, but gave it so much life. Gave that beat so much life. And then, of course, Beazie Beats signature gunshot. Boom. That just set it off. So once I had all that, I was like, damn, okay, I think I got something. So then I spread it out, laid it out as a beat for a song and all that, and then, you know, played it together. So now I'm gonna play it for you guys real quick by itself. Yeah, so I didn't even really know what I wanted to make. I just knew I wanted to make something with guitars, West Coast, that was banging. This is basically what I came up with. From there, once I sent it to YBE, he just killed it. He just killed it off. It was meant to be though, for sure, for sure. Boom. Super simple though. And then once I finished that, then I, you know, exported all the stems and everything for them, and then boom, sent it to their guy to mix and master, and they just got it cracking. And that was pretty much it. Simple beat, but like I said, those key elements just, they made it. You don't really need a lot in your beats for them to be banging, especially if an artist is going to be on it. It's like the simpler beats are better for them to just body and just take over that whole beat. So yeah, this is definitely how I made it, and not too difficult at all. The advice I have for upcoming producers is just to work hard and stick to your craft. If we're beat makers and this is what we do, you got to be good at making beats. That's the name of the game. So just work hard, focus on your craft, you know, do everything else that's needed in, you know, the industry today, but focus on making those beats. That is the #1 thing. Get your beats dope.